headache. The Pop-O-Matic game from Milwaukee.
It's not often that the New York Giants are Philadelphia Eagle fans or New Orleans Saints fans, but they certainly were last night in the game against the Eagles.
Did you hear the millions of New Orleans fans last night? They were in the streets. They were going crazy. But before we get to the game itself, let me just say this. The officiating in the NFL has reached an all-time low. It's been horrendous all season long, but last night they hit the bottom of the pit when they made no call at all. As it turned out, it was a touchdown to David Little. But let's take a look at this. Cunningham throws a 1-yard touchdown pass to the back of the end zone. Would you take a look at these officials? I mean, you got to give a sign of something. They look. Charlie, did you see that? No, I thought you were covering that area. Now here comes a third official. It's just terrible, really. The split end, Eric Martin, absolutely killed the Eagles with great catches. Here, Forcade hits him down the middle. I mean, this is some catch, and you'll appreciate it if you see it in slow-mo. One-handed with some mustard on that ball as well. Forcade was great. Here, they call a screen pass. He sees that it's been smelled out, so he goes to his next option, perfect. Hilliard in stride for a touchdown. On the winning drive, it was Martin again to haunt the Eagles. This was a 17-yard gain from inside their own territory to get in striking distance, and then another pass for a touchdown. And so the Giants, if they beat the Raiders on Sunday, will win the division and have the home field at least for the first game. The new I was going to say the new Jets general manager, but the general manager, they didn't replace anybody. Dick Steinberg met the New York press today, and everybody's first question was the same. Is Joe going? Steinberg stalled.
We're going to sit down and look at the key personnel in the organization and, in all fairness to them, resolve it in the near future. I don't want to put a time frame on it because, it's not fair to the people involved.
As for the team, Steinberg says they're a long way from a championship, but he likes what he sees on one side of the ball.
I think there's a lot of good young players, particularly on the defensive unit. There's some developing young linemen, there's some developing backers in the secondary, and that's the most interesting part of the team to me.
I think what he's doing with Joe Walton is let him finish the season with the last game, let him enjoy the holidays, at least Christmas, and then Christmas night at midnight. Joe, you got a call here. At the Garden, they're underway. The Knicks against the Jazz. Knicks lead at 14-12 first period. Let's take a look at the early highlights. What other highlights would there be but the score 14-12? A steal by Walker, a save by Newman to Wilkins, who goes in and scores with the left hand. John Stockton, you don't get to see him too often, but what a shooter and playmaker. Hits there, and then it's Stockton to Malone, Walker guarding him because Oakley is suspended for this game. Ewing hits a turnaround jumper here, has already 4 rebounds in the game, Knicks by 2. Well, it became official today. Penn State is in the Big Ten. They'll compete in Big Ten basketball next season, but football will have to wait until the mid-90s because of previous commitments. So one more independent is gone because you make more money in a conference. And although they'll have 11 teams in the Big Ten, it will be still known as the Big Ten. Don't know why. I thought maybe the Big Ten plus Northwestern would be a good title. MVP Robin Yount is staying in Milwaukee. He signed for 3 years at better than $3 million a year. He says at the age of 34 he belongs in Milwaukee. So apparently he's happy, at least for a year. That's it in sports. See you at 10 o'clock with a lot of highlights.
Okay. Thank you, Jerry. It's time now for the daily drawing of the New York State Lottery. Sarah Preston is live in Albany to pick the winning numbers. Sarah?
Thank you, Sheila. Good evening and welcome to New York Lottery's daily number and win for drawings for today, Tuesday, December 19th, 1989. Tonight's winning numbers will be selected automatically from left to right just as they appear on your ticket. Tonight's drawing is conducted and supervised by the New York State Lottery under the observation of an independent auditor from Coopers and Librarian. And don't forget, during Daily Numbers bonus days, prizes increase by 20%. See your agent for details. And now for tonight's daily number. The first ball up is 9, and the next number is 1, and the last is 5. That makes tonight's daily number 915. And now here's Francis Padron with tonight's win 4 number.
Thank you, Sarah. And don't forget, tomorrow's Lotto jackpot is $6 million, including annuity interest. And now for tonight's win 4 number. The first ball up is 8, and the next is 0, and the next number is 6, and the last number is 7. That makes tonight's win 4 number 8067. Congratulations to all you winners.